So I want to get into some of your video game opinions.
Sure.
So I know that you guys on your channel right now, the Let's Play channel, Press Buttons and Talk, you guys are in the midst of a Kingdom Hearts LP. And for one, I
Yeah.
commend you for it because that game is, it seems, not that I LP, but it seems extremely difficult to LP. And, you know, committing 40 some odd episodes to it is very impressive. And secondly, you know, it's in the series and it's mentioned in some of the videos that you have this like this deep knowledge, but at the same time you're like pretty critical of it. So I was wondering at like what point, you know, did you kind of become disillusioned to the Kingdom Hearts franchise and like more become this like critic of like a thing you once really liked?
I would say I'm not really an expert on Kingdom Hearts. I've played 1, Chain of Memories, the remake, Rechain, and 2, and then like 350 days. And I think around that time, that DS game, I was kind of like slipping because I loved 2 especially. I actually really like Rechain of Memories too. I think the first game's a piece of shit actually. I loved it. I loved it as a kid, but not even looking, playing it now, it's a very, very flawed game. I still think the other 2, well, who knows? We're gonna play them at some point. Maybe my opinion will change. But I enjoyed those a lot more even as a kid because they improve a lot more on the first one. I think the story of the games is nonsense. I think, but I am excited for 3. Like I will play 3. I hear Birth by Sleep is good, but I haven't played that. I would say my opinion changed probably when I played through the entirety of 358 over 2 days and realized what a pointless game that was, and it was just tedious. And I started, you know, and also I became an adult, and I was like, okay, actually these games are kind of dumb, but I'm still fond of 2, and so I'll play that. We'll play that at some point on the channel.
Okay.
Do you watch the channel at all, or did you just happen to hear about it?
I actually found out about the channel when I was like, I mean, I wrote the entry that we have for you on our site.
Oh,
and,
okay.
and I'm not sure if like the channel was big then or if it like hadn't come up in my research, but like I found it going through prepping for this, and
sure.
yeah, and it's you know, it's entertaining. Like, you know, there are games on there that no other LPer does, which is exciting. And like, you know, doing like Phoenix Wright with the dubbing is just awesome. And I know that you're a big fan of that too. Yeah. So. Oh,
I love that series. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just that's a very fun channel. It's like, you know, like it's a decent little community, and I'm kind of okay with that because like my main channel is like, you know, a lot of subscribers, but that comes a lot of the dumbest people in the world in the comments. But but the comments on Press Buttons and Talk are very nice right now, anyway. Right. But and we like to play kind of like we don't play like the newest game that's out. You know, we don't worry about that. We just play whatever we want, and so it's been fun.
Okay.
It's been fun.
Have you personally played Andromeda yet, Mass Effect?
I have not.
Okay. I haven't either, and I've never played anything in the series, but we are always like uploading front page content about how it's glitchy or how people hate it and stuff like that, because the gaming community is all up in arms about that.
Right, I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah. So there's another thing that I want to ask you. I was watching your Q&A with your wife that you put up a few days ago or a week ago.
Yeah.
And another specific video game question. You got a question about Pokemon Sun and Moon, and you mentioned that you like the Pokemon designs and like the atmosphere, but you thought the story was really dumb. And I kind of wanted to press you on that a little bit because
Sure.
Yeah,
okay.
Personally, like when I played Sun and Moon, it was like, oh, this is like without a doubt the best. Like the whole like instead of doing the generic like we're doing 8 gyms and everyone you meet has one line, and instead of that like having the recurring characters and stories, I thought it was really good. But you seemed otherwise, so I wanted to press you on that.
I really like the characters a lot. That's not my issue. My issue is probably the most, and I'm not going to spoil the game, but the sort of main villain's motivations I thought were very wonky. I thought there wasn't really I really liked Team Skull, and I liked them as a concept, but it felt, I guess structure-wise, the main like dramatic stuff didn't really hit with me. It felt very kind of scattershot. I thought the overall experience of meeting the characters and the back, you know, I really liked the characters a lot. And for me, I don't really play Pokemon for the plot anyway.
Yeah.
So the fact that they gave it a try, you know, I like it more than X and Y. I thought X and Y also was just ridiculous, but
yeah.
You know, for me, it was more about the characters and the gameplay. And I thought the sort of final villain was kind of dumb, but you know, to each their own. I still thought it was a fantastic game.
Okay.
Overall. Yeah.
Okay. So is there anything that's coming up that you're looking forward to game-wise, or is there something? Is there something I should be playing on the 3DS? Because I own a 3DS, and I feel like, you know, once I run out of like the big series, like the major Nintendo products, then I'm like,
sure.
Then I'm like, all right, what else is this system going to give me? So is there?
So you want some 3DS recommendations?
Yeah, 3DS Rex, and then we'll move into like what upcoming games you're looking forward to.
Sure. If you want stuff that's obscure but really good, Pocket Card Jockey is a really fun game. It's like horse racing but mixed with solitaire, which doesn't sound fun, but it's extremely addicting. It's by Game Freak, who made Pokemon. Steam World Dig is really good, like very solid, like mining, like going down like a randomly generated level, with really fun sort of steampunk Western aesthetic. Really solid gameplay on that. Pushmo is like a puzzle game. You like pull out sort of pieces and you climb up a statue and basically pull things out as you go and climb to the top. That's really good. What else is there? Oh, there's my cat here. Hey, what's up? So this is Effie, and Sophie is on the shelf. I don't know if you can
see. Okay. I can see Sophie.
Sophie's up there, and Effie's on the chair behind me.
Okay.
So they're going to co-star in this interview. But those are kind of like some eShops, and then I'll just list off quickly some main games I like. I love New Leaf. I put like 900 hours into that.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I 100%ed the game, got every gold badge, which is a disgusting feat. Anyone who has played that game probably thinks I'm a crazy person, because that takes a ton of effort. Fire Emblem Awakening and Birthright, or Fates, are both really good. They're great games. I recently played Kirby Triple Deluxe. That was very solid. Mario Kart 7 is really fun. They have 2 Ace Attorney games on there. Start with the first ones on DS. Any Pokemon game. I actually played Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, which I thought was very solid.
Okay. I
love roguelikes and kind of like randomly generated like dungeon crawlers, and that's basically what that is. Professor Layton series on there. There's although you should probably start with the first ones on DS.
Yeah.
They have Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix, which is if you like rhythm games, fun, quirky game. What else is there? 3D Land, Super Mario 3D Land.
Okay.
And Zero Escape's pretty good. There's Virtue's Last Reward, which is like the sequel to a game called 999, which is a DS kind of like a sort of story adventure puzzle game, visual novel. There's a third one called Zero Time Dilemma. I didn't like it, but I mean, you should probably play it too. But anyway, that's my huge list of games for you.
All right, yeah, I'll have to go back through that footage and pick one, go through the whole list. But yeah,
I love the 3DS. I think it's a great console. So it's one of my favorites.
All right, and now upcoming games. What are you looking forward to?
You know, I don't really pay that much attention. I'm playing Persona 5 right now, which is incredible.
Yeah.
On PS4. That's a really phenomenal game. Is there anything? I don't have a Switch, so I don't care about the you know, I haven't played Zelda or anything, although it looks fun.
Yeah.
I want to get a Switch because Super Mario Odyssey looks really good.
Yes.
I'm very excited about that. Yeah, that looks solid. Fire Emblem Warriors was announced for Switch, and I loved Hyrule Warriors. I love Dynasty, so Fire Emblem with kind of like the mechanic of killing thousands of guys, that's totally up my alley. What else is there? Oh, they're making a new Fire Emblem game, or remaking one, Echoes. That's going to be for 3DS. Okay. That's like a remake. It's a remake of like a Gaiden or something, one of the old ones.
Okay.
That's probably about it. I don't really know. Oh, they're making like a Professor Layton spin-off with like his daughter or something. I like Layton, so I'll check that out. But those are the ones to mind. Otherwise, I'm not like up to date on what. The only current gen console I have is a PS4.
Okay.
So it'd probably have to be for that if I were gonna play it, but I'll get a Switch at some point.
Yeah. I mean, I will as well, but I have to wait
Yeah.
for like the new Smash and stuff.